And now back to back. Here goes TJ Rumfield toward the wall, and it bounces off the glove of Adele. And TJ's in his second.
Catch Adele in the head on the bounce back? Like Jose Canseco? I'm not kidding.
This might be a home run.
That's what I was saying. Yep.
There it is.
That's a home run. So TJ Rumfield with his 8th. He goes back to back with Castro.
Right back, and it is caught. No. It's in his shirt. Logan Gilbert wore that one. That was something that you will not see again. It went in his jersey at 108 miles an hour, right between the buttons.
Let's not overlook how much this probably hurt. Absolute missile right back at Logan. He's trying to just defend himself, and you can see it go in the shirt right there. And it was on the back side of his left hip, and he couldn't find it. It kind of comes back around. It never came out.
Well, as you go from trying to get dialed in, get that first out of this inning, to all of a sudden shooken up, that ball just rattling around, kind of like, you know, one of those like dryer balls. Yeah, the ball you put in the dryer is rattling around in your t-shirt. He's got that triple XL jersey, catching balls, coming back at him. I mean, if you're the A's, you're probably saying, well, he didn't catch the ball. You can't catch the ball with your jersey. It's been ruled a base hit.
He's a real threat in the lineup. Hasn't been able to figure out lefties yet, and probably doesn't get that many opportunities either. So it's sort of one or the other. Paulie, I'm sure you had that early in your career. You got to get those opportunities to prove you can do it.
A meeting on the mound here, on the side of the mound. And they're giving a balk. Ball got stuck under his chest protector.
Guess the hidden ball trick cost you a base, huh?
Yeah, that's why they had the conference and got together on it to confirm it.
Driven to deep right field. Caught at the wall of the fall. Stevenson tags and scores. Wave is on to add another. Here comes McLean. Save! A sac fly scores 2, and the Reds take a 6-4 lead on a fly ball out.
It was a drive by Ellie De La Cruz. It ran Suzuki into the wall. He fell on his backside.
And it's popped up. There might be a chance. Soderstrom is collided with by one of the men in the dugout. What happened there? It's like a clothesline happened to Tyler Soderstrom. He had a perfect route to the ball.
What you're going to have here is a judgment call, and it's based on interference. Tyler Soderstrom had a beat on the play, and you've got the individual in the dugout who I believe could be the translator trying to get out of the way. But you can see Soderstrom have to brace himself, ready for impact. As he looks down and starts to see a guy coming at him, he just has to shut it down, and he doesn't even have time. There you go.
Yeah, you don't run straight into the defender like that.
Well, you can't run into the field of play, and essentially that's what's happening there. And that's just a byproduct.
And John Schneider and the rest of the Blue Jays dugout are now giving an earful to the umpires.
Well, what we have happening right now is guys down here on the field have taken exception to how things have been handled, and I think, you know, you've got some jawing going on back and forth.
A tough one. You lost that one last night.
High pop-up off the bat of Stanton. Infield fly rule is called. And let's see if they call interference. It would be a double play if they do. That Soto did not allow Neto to make the play. We saw this play the other day. The umpires are going to talk it over. This was in Chicago where the game ended on this play. You have to give the infielder a chance to make the catch. I understand the rule, Paul, but the guy has to have a path back to the base.
This is unfortunate for the Yankees because Soto didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he didn't go straight back and Neto misjudged the ball and actually went into Soto. He was drawing a foul there, man.
Brett Ausmus, the bench coach, is now arguing with the umpires as well. He'll take over the managerial duties since Boone has already been tossed.
as opposed to being that guy they keep stretched out for possible starting duty. McGill strikes out Kepler with a high fastball, and another. What? The throw hit the batter. Are they going to call the runner out?
They're going to call interference?
I think they just called interference on the hitter, Kepler, for interfering with the throw by Alvarez to second base. And that's a strikeout, and then an interference called against Kepler, which gets Lee called out at second. We're going to get a big argument about this.
Let's see.
Hit
his helmet.
Hit him right on the helmet.
Okay, now is he in the way?
Yeah, he was falling
yes, he
across
was.
the plate.
Yes, he was.
So Rocco Baldelli out to argue the call, and Alvarez arguing for the interference call, and he got the call, and that ends the inning.
Ellis chases the changeup. It gets through Real Muto. He can't find it. Weimer decided not to break. And then they're going to throw in behind the runner at first, and Young's out. No, he's safe.
Joey scored.
They're saying he got pushed off the bag.
Bryce might
Weimer
get
came in
tossed.
to score, and now it's 1-1. The Phillies thought they had the third out. The ruling is that Harper pushed Young off the base, and that'll allow Weimer to score. What a way for the Nationals to tie this game.
In the 220s, 230s every year.
As Acuna will try a walk to start this third inning. How about Acuna? Using the wheels, a stolen base, gets into scoring position.
Wasn't a good throw by Jackson. It one-hopped the bag, and when the ball just drifted away, Acuna was in with another stolen bag.
After getting called up recently. There goes Acuna, the throw to third, into left field, and Acuna, he will walk home. He created the first run of the game all by himself. White Sox a 1-0 lead.
So watch it again. He's off to a running start. This is on Prelip. He never made him stop at second base.
Hits this ball well to the left, going back on it, Benintendi. He'll play it. No, it's going to be a double, an automatic double, ground rule double for Altuve as it knocked out the fourth inning score for the Yankees. And Altuve will reach second base.
Did you just say he knocked out the Yankees again? That was awesome. He got a cutter up that he could handle. It came off the bat at 108.4, and that manual scoreboard couldn't even hold him. He broke that zero and just punched a hole in that wall.
Chourio a drive into center field. It is back, and Chourio goes deep again off of our camera. He just popped the lens.
Still held the shot.
Where does it get him? Oh, right on top. Splash to viewfinder.
We all know that over the years, Royce Lewis has done a lot of damage to opposing pitchers' ERAs. But last night he did damage to target field, hitting a 109-mile-per-hour home run directly into the ribbon board above left field. Now, Twins engineer Blake LeBar told me that they often have to replace the panels in the outfield about once a month because of batting practice and such, but they have never had that big of a section taken out. Turns out that home run made the communication cables loose, which is why 60 feet of that ribbon board were all blacked out last night. Now, they were busy at work this morning getting everything repaired. In fact, put a graphic up this morning saying, "Don't worry, Royce, we fixed it," complete with a couple of Band-Aids, and Royce got a big kick out of that. And guys, you know, Royce has had so many firsts in Twins history. Why not be the first to take out 60 feet worth of ribbon boards out here in left field?
Yordan Alvarez, legend has it, just broke their video board earlier today during batting practice. Apparently he hit the scoreboard because the right field scoreboard is completely out right now.
Yeah, we're going to play without a scoreboard. Before he hit it, everything was great, hit it, and all of a sudden it just scrambled that entire screen. But they have since pulled the plug on it because of the damage, literal damage, that Yordan Alvarez can do.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trying to get a little something extra on this sweeper. Took out the LED sign. Chip going to need you to run down there and fix that in between innings. Uh-oh.
He broke the leg.
Squibb, first base side, Weathers gets Wilson.
Oh, look what happened to the ball. Someone's got a cup bat. You know, the cup where they drill out the end of the bat?
Bowers waits on a 1-2. And he just got enough of that fastball that rolled in and out of the mid of Sanchez to stay alive.
And right now we're noticing what Mizorowski is doing with that fastball. It's an elevated fastball. It's where he likes to throw it. Stowers, he understands that too. Just gets enough of that one.
He hit the ball twice.
Oh, it's a double hit. Hunter Pence did that in the playoffs.
Yes, he did.
So Skip Schumacher trying to get that ground ball.
Drive to right field. If it's fair, it's way gone. It hits the top of the foul pole. That's a cruise missile. A blast here in Texas. Oh, brother. Number 7. 422 feet. A missile. An 8-4 Pirates lead in Texas.
Ball hit pretty well to left field. Backing up is Dominguez. He will watch it off the wall, and it gets past him, and that'll allow both runners to get to third and second respectively. The Astros have the first 2 runners on here against Bednar in the 9th. Aaron Boone asking the home plate umpire Adrian Johnson to confer with his crew here about something. They might want to check the bat.
Really?
They are being asked to check the bat of Taylor Trammell. Joe Espada is going to come out and try and figure out what's going on here. We talked about this being a strange series.
Really strange. And I mean, you don't see this too often where a manager will check the bat of an opposing player. I'm not sure what they see. Trammell was a part of the Yankees briefly last season.
Here's an explanation.
This is a rules check about a bat regulations.
So I don't know if you can get a shot of the barrel of the bat, but the barrel's been worn down, so it's not one solid color towards the end of the bat. You can see where it's worn down from hitting repeatedly off that. It's kind of worn the lacquer off that bat.
So here's the explanation first to the authenticator, I guess. He's going to collect this bat. So Adrian will tell both managers what he found out from New York, and then hopefully he'll explain it to us as well.
Well, Booney went back to the dugout, so he must be pleased with what he heard. Mother's Day, you got a pink bat, but those Players Weekend bats, those things are all kinds of colors. But this is not Players Weekend.
The fact that it's worn down to that degree is the issue, but I guess for now everybody's going to be staying where they are. So second and third, still nobody out in the inning. And Taylor Trammell gives 2 thumbs out, 2 thumbs up, wondering what happened.
Here at the Globe, Kamar Rocker might have to do something about those sleeves. We'll have to talk about that.
And now the umpires are having a meeting because, Dave, you mentioned it. You cannot pitch with white sleeves. No. So they got to the mound, Rocker did, and they said, yeah, no white sleeves.
All fixed. So now Rocker could go out there and get himself situated.
And there's the Valvoline numbers for Yohan Ramirez. What's going on here?
Bart said something, showed motion with his belt.
Oh, did his belt break?
His belt, or is his belt too bright? Oh yeah, it did, it broke. Or maybe it is, he's got to change it.
Distraction.
Yeah, that's what it is. Too much bling.
It is true. You never know what you're going to see when you come to the ballpark. I've never seen a pitcher have to change his belt because it's too bright.
Well, between innings, with the lights going off, Devin Williams started running in from the bullpen. Meanwhile, Huáscar Brazoban crossed the foul line and went out to the mound. And because he crossed the foul line, he has to face at least the first batter in the 9th inning.
You're right.
Now, I don't know whether it was Williams who got the miscommunication or Brazoban who got the miscommunication, but the Mets were left without a choice.
But, Gary, if it is the miscommunication with Brazoban who's not supposed to go out, and you can see Williams, who always starts innings. So I'm thinking it's probably on the case of Brazoban was not supposed to go out. Think about it this way. If the lights aren't out, Brazoban's starting to go to the field. He sees Williams coming in the door. He turns around and goes back in the dugout. But he couldn't see him. No one could see him.
Hits this ball softly. It is picked by Correa, who gets it to first base for the out to retire Ramirez. Unbelievable what Carlos Correa just did, and again, making it look fairly easy when it wasn't. I wonder here, the umpires are coming out, and I wonder if the Guardians said something about Correa being in place behind second base. With the shift rules that the shortstop has to be with both feet to the left side.
Cleveland is challenging a shift rule violation.
Yeah, and that's right. And look at Correa. You have to have both feet to the left of second base in Correa's case, and I'm not sure that he does there.
Yeah, we haven't seen this called very much, and you're absolutely right. It would be a ball if they find it in violation. The angle that I saw that we looked at, and of course replay has all kinds of angles, but it looked like it was in a violation of the shift rule. The one caveat to it also, you had mentioned it's a ball, but if the runner and all other runners, if there had been runners on, had advanced.
With a 2-2 count, and the runner will be placed back at first base.
So it looks like, Dale, that Correa was in fact behind second base. He violates the shift rule, and because of that, the count is now 2-2 on Ramirez, and Jimenez will go back to first, and Ramirez will get another chance to bat.
Kodai Senga's working on 11 consecutive scoreless innings, and he was about to throw a pitch without a first baseman. Pete Alonso came running out of the dugout as Senga was preparing to throw his pitch, and the home plate umpire, Brock Ballou, finally waived time. Now, is he going to charge a pitch clock violation to Senga for Alonso being laid out of the dugout?
I think he has to.
And they're going to consult the 4 umpires, so they'll slow down the game to enforce the speed-up rules.
Very good. Very good.
I would imagine that Alonso was indisposed. His glove was waiting for him near first base, and he came sprinting out of the dugout as Senga was getting his sign from Alvarez.
I think sometimes you have to have discretion. I mean, you know, someone might have to use the restroom or something. I mean, come on.
I mean, he was all ready to go. Alvarez was set inside.
Look at the first base coach, Brock. He had to hand Pete his glove.
And the umpires are still discussing it. Come on, guys, make a decision.
look at Winker. With a Caesar. Watch out your thumbs down here.
Yeah,
field.
Well, it all worked out well for Javi Baez. And now Carlos Mendoza is going to come out and question the decision. I mean, we're talking about one ball, right?
Well, they've slowed the game down by even talking about it. They just sort of let it pass. Sometimes guys have to use the restroom or they change their shirt.
They should have just charged the pitch clock violation and moved on.
Yeah.
Now you got Senga standing around for a few minutes.
Here's the official announcement.
Hey, time violation on the offense. Therefore, there's one ball added to the count.
Actually, it's on the defense, but we get your point, Alfonso.
It's offensive that they call the ball count on the defense.
I was afraid they were going to have to go to the replay center for a rules check to see if you can call a violation on the first baseman, which really is what it was. All right, so it's 1-0 to Joey Bart after all that Sturman draw.
Mydroth is originally out of the Red Sox organization. That's who's coming to town after today. Red Sox will be here over the weekend. Bobby Witt Jr. is calling timeout. And it's going to end up being a pitch clock violation, but Bobby was trying to call time at short. He was trying to get the attention of second base umpire John Libka, and they're going to talk it over. The home plate umpire James Hoy didn't see it, so all he knew was that Bubic hadn't thrown a pitch, and his buzzer was going off saying that the clock had expired.
Yep, they have to be able to allow for something like that. It doesn't happen all the time, but somebody else calling timeout.
The question would be, why was he asking for time?
Right.
So Will Venable, now that the violation has been waved off, wants to know why. Now Bobby's talking it over with the second base umpire, but he was waving his arms and trying to get someone to call timeout.
Scoreboard says ball 3 and strike 3. That's kind of an unusual. They changed it back down to 3 and 2. Well, then see Bobby Witt, shortstop up there. Look at him saying time. I want some time, please. Okay. Can you grant it? And the umpire didn't, and his buzzer rang off, and he said, "Okay, you go to first, ball 4."
And so the Rays, for the first time ever in the history of the franchise at home, having play halted because of the rain, efforting to get the home plate area and the mound covered while they unroll the tarp to cover the entire infield. Something unseen before at home in Rays history. If it's not unfolding, it's unrolling right in front of our eyes. A rain delay at a home game for the Rays.
And it's starting to rain a little bit here at Truist Park. And now it's really starting to rain here at Truist Park.
A pop up. Take that humidity out, or that, well, not that it's humid, it's a little warm.
I think this is hail.
Looks like it.
Yeah, this is hail. Because a piece of ice just fell on my scorebook.
There you go. That's confirmation.
It's definitely not snow. It's 86 degrees. This is a first for me here at Truist. Have you experienced hail here at the ballpark?
Not at the ballpark, no. In my 20+ years of living here in Atlanta, certainly a handful of times we've had it.
Kenley's telling Shelley to go to third. He's trying to balk him over. Now time is called as Jensen with an intentional balk puts Ohtani at third base. Get him out of the way in terms of any sort of signals.
Well, if your mechanics are good, not really.
This is hit out into Triple's alley, and John Newley makes the catch. Did that end up between his legs?
And I think he caught it between the knees.
He did.
Caught it between the knees. Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. That's the catch of the decade.